Morning, everybody. How you guys doing today? Well, so far the cows all weathered the storm just fine, but we definitely got a good dumping of friggin' snow. I haven't been to the bush yet, excuse me, to check on them girls, but I'm sure they're fine. I'm just trying to get some of the snow cleaned up in the yards here. Them cows out in the bush with the straw bales and the hay bale and the cut feed and everything else that they got yesterday, I'm sure they're fine. And they know how to dig in the snow to get to that stuff if they want to. But yeah, we got ourselves a friggin' good dumping. And we're not even halfway through winter yet. I guess like the old timers would say, lots of moisture for next year, right? Anyway, I'm gonna get some of this snow cleaned up and I'll bring you guys back after. Guys, see that? See those tracks there? And they go all the way through. That's deer track. The buggers were in our yard last night. They were in the bales, they were in the cut feed pile, pawing away. And they went right through the yard. They were all around here, these bales out this way. They were in the house yard. They were up and down the driveway to the shop. I think they were kind of confused on what area is theirs and what area is mine. We may have to rectify them or clue them in again as to where they're supposed to be and where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, we're getting this. Got my feed alley somewhat cleaned out. It's not 100% because I'm not really using it as a feed alley right now, but we can get down it. Get up to the barn here a lot easier. So slowly but surely we'll get her all cleaned out. I'm not going to do a 110% clean out job here today for one major reason. And what is that? Well, weatherman is saying that we're supposed to get more snow tomorrow. So, but I don't want to be driving on this bigger snow banks and stuff, packing it down and making, well, you make a ridge and then you drive on and now you got a hump, and I hate having humps. So we'll talk to y'all later. Cows are coming up for a drink. So now that I got this driveway somewhat cleared out, I'll go and grab some cut feed and we'll haul that out to the cows and see what happens after that. I know what's going to happen after that. I'll be back to doing a lot more of this. But Little Blue is plugged in with the double-ended female cord that I just made up this morning. So he should start fairly easy. Temperature is actually, it's warmed up. It's like minus, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it's around minus 12 or 15 actual temperature. What the wind chill value is, I have no friggin' idea. I'll worry about cleaning this another day. Alrighty, hard at her. So I'm seeing here with our cut feed pile, I don't know if you guys can make that out. There you go. How's that? See that? That's not dust. That's steam. So there is some hot spots in the pile, which is just fine by me because cows lick that stuff up like crazy, like candy. Alrighty, let's get out to the bush. Talk to you guys out there. See that? They're still rummaging in that stuff. Picking away at it. Nothing wrong with that. This stuff over here, they've got it cleaned right slick. And yes, they did use the straw last night. Not a lot, but a little bit. Anyway, we're gonna fill this bunk, so later. Alrighty guys, well, these girls are fed. That bunk was filled right up. This one's filled right up. I've hauled 4 bucket loads out here. That one's not quite full, but there's more than enough feed out here for these girls for today. Most of them were up and got a good drink. More will come up later on. Everybody's looking good and looking healthy and happy, so especially now with that sun shining on them. Alrighty, it is around 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna go have some lunch and a coffee, and then we'll be back in the tractors moving some snow. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, we're in Little Blue here this afternoon. Excuse me. And the one thing with Little Blue is, because he's got that straight cutting edge, no manure tines, no grapple. Little Blue allows me to back drag away from the edge of the buildings a lot nicer. If you can see where like that, for anybody that's never done this, you just tilt your bucket down and basically pull backwards. I know most of the guys that watch my channel have all done this before, but I'm going to assume that there's a few out here that don't deal with this kind of stuff. Simple as that. Big Blue doesn't allow me to back drag. Sure, I could use the rear edge of the bucket, but it's not really a cutting edge, so it doesn't do as nice a job. Oh, I'm hitting the gate behind me. But with Little Blue, I can do a lot more cleanup, intricate cleanup, versus having to get out there and shovel. There's always that option. And why should I shovel if I don't have to? That's the way I look at it. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more cleanup here at the barn. The house is done. So I'll let you guys go and we'll talk to you later. Morning everybody, how you guys doing today? Just spent the friggin' morning dealing with friggin' cellular network people. Because the cameras we got, I need to get SIM cards for them to work off of cellular data. And the guys that in the city that deal with that are a bunch of fucking idiots. There, that's my beef for today. Anyway, I've never weighed a pail of this grain ration that we got going on. Oh, excuse me, grain ration that I got going on. So here we are. 30, little tiny nut line, bigger, tiny, bigger, that's 32. So one pail is 32 pounds. That's full. And I think these pails weigh about 2.5 or 3 pounds each. And the pail weighs, well, by that, 1.5. So we're basically 30 pounds of grain. I said before I was 28, but I guess we're more like 30, which is just fine. And yeah, I gotta move that horse. And with the temperature today, with that wind, it feels like right now, like minus 25 or some damn thing. It feels goddamn cold to me this morning. But anyway, I'm gonna get this grain fed out to these calves. We gotta get a fire going. So there's a bunch going on today. We'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, there she is, there she is.
You're called for snow. More like ice.
Yeah, we're into another friggin' snowy day. It's just it's turning into a shit day. They're fed. Everybody's fed up here now. Didn't video much of any of it outside of the weighing the grain.
No. What was it?
What was it?
What was it?
Total weight per pail?
Yeah.
With pail included?
Yeah.
32.5 pounds.
Bullshit.
Not lying.
From
And
that
that's
rickety old thing, or from the fish scale?
got it on video. Minus 1.5 pounds for the pail. Because I weighed a pail too.
I'm trying to retire. I'm getting old.
CP was thinking that the pails were, what the hell did you say? Way over 30 pounds. She was thinking like 35 plus pounds. So basically 30 pounds a pail. If you fill them the way I fill them, 31.
I filled them right level.
Yesterday. But if you fill them the way you normally fill them, then they're like 29, 28, 29. Which is like 3 inches down from the top edge. Anyhow, I don't know what we're gonna do today. I might play in the barn. Huh?
Supper.
What do I want for supper? Well, under normal conditions, I would say you.
You want my snotty nose?
But I don't want your snotty nose.
Freaking give me yours.
I did not give you my snotty nose. I told you I was sick and you were supposed to stay away from me. But you insisted on hugs, so you got it.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday, day before yesterday, CP said to me, she said to let everybody know she's got lots of Christmas cheer and she's willing to share or give her cold away.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to come on over and she'll give them a big sloppy kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Merry Christmas cheer. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna go have a coffee, and I was gonna freaking bed cows down and whatnot, like in the corrals, but the snow is blowing right into the corral. It's blowing right into the shelters. So I don't know what we're gonna do here this afternoon. I gotta check the barn to find out what plugs actually work for power and what doesn't, and do that. So maybe that's something I'll play with this afternoon. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. Fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you later. Alrighty, guys, so I figure I should get these back pens cleaned out. They haven't been done since way back early spring. Like, when the hell was that? I think I cleaned them, last time I cleaned them was approximately April 1st. And we did a bunch of calving in these pens, so on and so forth. Maybe it was mid-April even, but there is a fair amount of manure in here, about 4 to 5 inches. So we're heading into our next calving season. So I figure I should get these cleaned out. Get some lights on here. And yes, we're still dealing with a snowstorm. It's not letting up any, that's for goddamn sure. Anyway, this gate, for anybody that has never seen this, comes this way, and I'll tie it so it's tight to the wall. Now we got our maternity panel here, or calving panel, I should say. That side panel with the head gate and all that. I got to move that. Gloves. So, for all of you new guys, that pen, this pen that I'm standing in right now, so when this is over here, so for anybody that's new, has never seen this, this is my main calving pen that I'm standing in right now. This is where if we need to pull a calf, it's a manual head gate. So the cow will come in through that door right there, through that little gate. The cow comes in through this gate. You close that gate behind the cow, then you swing this open. And basically as the cow comes around from over here this way, she comes around this way. It's a little bit of a struggle at times, but it becomes like this, basically, right? Then you can catch her there, work at having to pull the calf if it is a C-section requirement. These bars come out. See that? So we can actually get do a C-section right here. But to remove all of this stuff, pull this pin, which is right here, give that a kick. Swing that all the way across. There, like that. The whole thing folds up against the wall over here. So now I can get in here and I can clean all these pens out. This gate, he comes this way, against here. I'll tie him tight. So then I can get in here with skid steer. So let's get after it. Alrighty, well, we got her all cleaned out, forked out, and now it's to get the straw in, bed them down. First bed down will be extra heavy, and that'll create our initial bed down, our bed pack for later on. So our heifers will be calving first. CP's heifers, actually, if you go by the AI date, it's like Christmas Day. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I got a phone call, gotta let you guys go. There, 1, 2. This pen, I did not do a full bed down. We'll only use it if we absolutely have to. I do have to clean out that one a little bit and this one a little bit. We've been using these for the horses. There's not a lot in here, but there is some, and right now it's fucking frozen. So I might not be cleaning it out. I may just be bedding these two pens down heavy. Anyway, that's done. The alleyway is all raked, cleaned out. That's the pile there. I came around and I scooped a little snow from in front of this doorway. Not that I'll be going in there, but just to clean it out a little bit, and I dumped that on top of the pile. But now to find out what plugs, because when we bought this place way back in '95, it had all these electrical plugs. There's another one down there that's busted. There, over there, on the end in the corner. It's got plugs all over the fucking place. I'm pretty sure I've got the power shut off to all of that stuff. Like, literally actually killed the power, cut the wires. But I need to find out if I do have any power anywhere on any of these plugs, because I want to install one of our cameras that we bought up here. That way that camera will work for those 3 pens going down that way, the pen I'm standing in, and that pen there. And it's got to have power going to it continuous. I could run it on a battery. I think it's a 12 volt, but I'm not doing that. And then for in here, I want to install another camera, probably up there someplace. So I got to get power somewhat close to there. I do have power right there, but that only works if the lights are turned on. So if I have a camera here, it should, if I position it correctly, because it's a 300-degree camera, the one I want to put here. So it should be able to catch the far back corner with the door closed, that corner, the whole barn all through that way, and this pen. Should catch, theoretically. These guys are living their best life, aren't yous? Hey? Come here. And where's my little girl? I think this red one right here. If I got the pail of grain with me, she'll come right up and she'll let me scratch her around the ears, the neck, shoulders, so on and so forth. And this little red girl right here that's about to take a dump, she will also let me scratch her. A bunch of them, when they're eating in the bunk, eating their grain out of the bunk, they'll let me scratch their tailbone. Anyways, guess I'll grab a tool and I'll find out where my power's at. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty, so I only have power at this plug in my barn. That one and that one right there. So my plan is to tie into there with like 14-2 wire, this kind of stuff, run it up along that beam right there, all the way down, until I get to basically that corner, then up this way, over the top, and down to that post over that way. And I'll put a plug on that beam over there in the corner, because these cameras will work with the lights off. I have other plugs in the barn too, actually. Excuse me. Like I said before, I have that one, and I have one at the far end, but they only work when the lights are on. So that'll get me power to that corner on the other side of the wall. Then with a junction box somewhere along here, somewhere, I need to get power, continuous power, to over this way. Probably a good spot would be that post over there. That way, if we're ever needing power for when we're testing bulls or whatever at this chute, we could use that plug. That would be mounted high on that post. So, yeah. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock. It's time to start doing our evening chores. So, right, Mocha Dog? I'll do that, and maybe tomorrow we'll start running power wire and get a couple 2-3 plug-ins mounted inside this barn. So I'll let you guys go and we'll talk to y'all later.